The Cardrona Bra Fence was a controversial tourist attraction in Central Otago, in New Zealand. At some point between 1998 and 1999, passers-by began to attach brass to a rural fence. The fence gradually became a well-known sight as the number of brass grew to hundreds. The fence is located on a public road reserve, adjacent to farm property in the Cardrona Valley area southwest of Wanaka, near to Cardrona. Despite its popularity, there was disagreement over the value of the attraction. The Bra Fence stands today next to the Cardrona Distillery. Origins. The Bra Fence began at some point between Christmas 1998 and New Year 1999, when 4 brass were attached to the wire fence alongside the road. The original reason for the brass being attached to the fence is unknown. News spread of the addition, which was left on the fence by the local landowners, and more brass began to appear. By the end of February there were some 60 brass, but at about this time they were all removed anonymously. This was reported in the local press, and the story gained widespread dissemination through the New Zealand media, leading to more brass appearing. By October 2000, the number of brass had reached around 200, and again the fence was cleared of brass. This time the story spread even wider, as the fence had become to some a quirky tourist attraction, and media sources from as far afield as Europe became interested in the fence. Due to this interest, the number of brass being added to the fence personally, or sent to be added, increased dramatically. In early 2006, the number of brass attached to the fence stood at close to 800. Controversy and removal. Although some locals welcomed the fence and regarded it as a tourist attraction, others viewed it as an eyesore and embarrassment, and as a potential hazard to drivers using the road. Frequent legal attempts were consequently made to see it removed. These attempts were increased in early 2006, accompanied by a further removal of some 200 of the brass. Some locals claimed that a number of Japanese students who are being educated in nearby Wanaka could get offended by the fence, as well as many other Asians or South Africans. However, local sheep farmer John Lee, who had become the unofficial guardian of the site, refused to remove the brass from the fence, claiming that 90% of letters received about the fence were positive, and that the brass were the most photographed attraction in the area. On the 28th of April 2006, after discovering the fence rested on public road reserve, the local council determined the Bra Fence was a traffic hazard and an eyesore, and ordered the brass on the fence to be removed. The fence's removal led to an attempt to make the world's longest bra chain at an annual festival in nearby Wanaka. Later that year, the chain reached some 7,400 brass, over 100,000 short of the world record, but raised over $10,000 for charity. Report on October 2000 vandalism. Home video of fence. March 2004.